I'm currently working at High Street Dental Studio and Woodford Dental Care. Typical day, at the moment I'm seeing quite a lot of perio patients, so 80 to 90% of my book is perio consultations or perio treatment, and I'm absolutely loving it. I also try to take out some time, in one of my practices is a fantastic group of specialists, so I take out some time to assist one of the periodontists there with complex surgeries, and also to shadow the other periodontists to pick up some tips which can help with the planning of multidisciplinary cases. For me, it happened naturally. Over the sort of last couple of years, there's been specific people who I've got on well with and have helped me and guided me, be it a few of my principals or other people outside of dentistry. I think it was more of a natural thing, and it was sort of like a two-way relationship. I could help them with some projects, they helped me, so it was more a natural process rather than, you know, I want you to be my mentor. I realised the importance of having a mentor when I was coming to the end of university, when I realised there were specific tutors who really pushed me to get to certain places, and it was their sort of guidance which helped me do well. So I think then I realised actually you need those mentors, someone to look up to that you can follow. Otherwise it can be a bit of a blurry journey. You have no idea where you're going, so it's helpful to have someone to point you in the right direction. Working as a GDP is fantastic as it allows you to complete a broad spectrum of work. With specialising, you lose that spectrum to focus on providing the highest level of care on one particular niche of dentistry. But that's actually a challenge which specialists tend to enjoy. You also get to work, and you have the opportunity to work with some other fantastic specialists to complete fascinating cases, which can be great as well. As a specialist as well, I think you see fewer patients in your day. However, you do work more intensely to meet the needs and the complexity of the cases referred by your colleagues. For me, the actual process of specialising has been quite rewarding and engaging so far. I think it's fantastic that there's a rigorous programme to take you through and advance your skills, your clinical skills and your knowledge in one particular area, so I'm very much enjoying it as well. It's a huge financial investment, and I think this is something to consider. It's definitely one of the largest investments you'll make in your career, most certainly one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your career. So finance could be seen as a con. Secondly, the actual process of specialising, you need to be prepared to shift the work-life balance. You will have to make some personal sacrifices. So again, that's something to think about as well. And finally, I guess it's not uncommon for specialists to work in many different practices, so you have to be prepared to travel and move around as well. I think it's really important to consider the question, should I specialise? I think this is a fundamental question. It's so important and often overlooked. So I think every single person considering their career going forward should ask themselves that question. And for me, the easiest way to break it down is into three considerations. The first thing is clinical, the second is financial, and the third is personal. Make sure you have a plan, some sort of plan. Often we are confused and we don't know where to go next, but having a rough plan is better than no plan. So think about where you want to be perhaps in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, and then work backwards and think, what steps do I need to take to actually get there? Even if it's just a rough plan, it will take you into the right direction. It's better than not having any plan at all.